Welcome back. Transforming kidney care, Rubicon founders and Balboa Nephrology Medical Group partnering to reshape kidney care for patients across the country. Evergreen Nephrology announced today it will focus on moving dialysis to the home and help people get transplants. Joining me right now is Rubicon founder CEO Adam Boehler and Balboa Nephrology Medical Group CEO Dr. Dylan Steer. Gentlemen, thanks very much for joining us this morning. This is an incredibly important subject. And Adam, congratulations to you. You came on this program when you first founded Rubicon, and you told us you would be investing in a number of companies. Why did you launch and invest $100 billion in Evergreen Nephrology? Tell us why this was so important to you.
Well, this area, kidney care, is something that affects every American, Maria. 37 million people in the United States have kidney disease. That's 1 in 9 Americans. That means you know people, I know people that have had dialysis, that have had transplants. And the state of kidney care in the United States is unacceptable. We spend $100 billion a year in the area. We've got 93,000 people waiting for a kidney. And the crazy thing is, we have enough kidneys donated for all of them, but the process is so messed up that they can't get it. And I've got over 10,000 people a year in the United States dying, waiting. And the status quo is not acceptable here. That's why we started the company.
So, Dr. Steer, tell us about the company. How is it different from others working with kidney care? What can you give us in terms of hope? Can you give patients right now hope in terms of finding a better path?
Well, good morning, Maria, and thank you. Yes, you know, in Balboa Nephrology, our guiding principle has really always been around patient-centered care, and we found that when we stuck with that principle, we can deliver on that promise. What we really liked about Adam Boehler, Rubicon founders, and the Evergreen Nephrology model of care was its focus on patient-oriented outcomes. And the way to do that is by aligning many of the stakeholders around that guiding principle. And whether or not it is around identifying kidney disease early on in the course so that we can, in many cases, delay and in some cases even prevent progression of kidney disease, or whether it is working on creating models of care to promote transplantation in communities, especially in underserved communities, or whether it is focused around creating the proper education and the proper alignment around home dialysis, getting patients the care that they say they want. We believe the Evergreen model of care really allows all of those players and incentives to align in a way that will be most productive and really that will engage patients and engage nephrologists, kidney specialists, in creating a better process and a better system of care so that patients ultimately will be the beneficiaries.
So specifically, Dr. Steer or Adam, how will you help dialysis patients?
The key here is changing around the whole dynamic. So what I'm really excited about with Balboa is they're the first nephrology group that is stepping up, the first kidney physician group stepping up and saying, we're going to be paid based on outcomes instead of fee-for-service. So in everything in life, and especially in healthcare, the reason things are so expensive in our American system is we pay for activities instead of outcomes. And they are the first medical group in kidney care that's saying, we want to be paid wholly based on outcomes. That's how you're going to change things, because now they're going to be paid for sending people home for dialysis. In the United States, 10 to 15% of people receive dialysis at home. In Hong Kong, it's 90%. In Guatemala, it's 50%. I mean, all deference to Guatemala, but come on. So this is a sea change, and it has to do with how we pay.
Yeah. Dr. Steer, real quick, what are you going to do with this new investment?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is reorganize how we take care of patients. It's not so much about doing volume and services. What it's going to be oriented around is really getting patients the care that they say they need and want. So fundamentally, what it means is our process of care, how we approach taking care of patients on a day-to-day basis will change, because the only thing that we'll be focused on is patient-oriented outcome.
All right, that's exactly what we want. Adam Boehler, Dr. Dylan Steer, thanks very much. We'll be watching the development. As we know, this is a critically important area. Thank you, sirs. We will be right back. Stay with us.